Somebody is so going to try to cause some problems to you right at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini. I'm clearly seeing this person right here who is going to try to cause some problems to you right at the start of this week. And this particular person is somebody who is normally causing problems. This particular person is full of their own problems themselves. This particular person is very deceiving, not a nice person. This person is like quite dishonest. This person is somebody who is spiritually stuck, somebody who doesn't like the truth, and somebody who is persistently sad and miserable and rather negative. Now, this is not the first time that this person is going to be acting like this. This is not the first time that this person is going to be causing problems. It's not about this person at all, and it's not about the problem that this person is going to try to cause, because this is not the first time, and this problem is not different that this person is going to try to cause to the other problems this person has caused already. But it's more about this amazing moment in time you are going to have. You are instant. This time it's not going to be about this person. This time it's not going to be about the problem that this person is going to try to cause. This time it's more about you. This time it's more about your awakening. This time it's more about what are you going to realize through this. This time it's more about what about exactly you're going to be reminded of, my gorgeous Sagittarini. You will be reminded of which things in life are making you feel really sad and really unhappy. And you're going to be also reminded of, you're going to be reminded of, my gorgeous Sagittarini, or you're going to be reminded of this opportunity you've had, this opportunity you have, and this opportunity is also to do with this idea you were thinking about for so long, for a while. It's about you thinking about doing something really specific. It's to do with an idea which you've already had. It's to do with an opportunity you already kind of were aware of, but only now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are going to be reminded of this, and you are going to take this so seriously. So be grateful to this person, whoever this person is, because this person is playing a bigger role in your life than you can possibly imagine. This person is about to revive you, rejuvenate you, and regenerate you, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And that's why you're going to be reminded of this amazing idea you've had for a while. And this idea, it's to do with your next step. Not only you had this amazing idea you wanted to do for a while, my gorgeous Sagittarini, as your next step, but you already had an opportunity to do this. I mean, how amazing this is. So this in itself, it's your sign that you need to do something about it immediately. There is some kind of a process which is going to be connected to it, which is going to last the next 3 months. But this process is going to be absolutely crucial when it comes to you finding out so much about yourself, so much about your life, and there is a lot exploring going to be happening. And this exploring that I'm talking about, it's really a lot to do with you realizing, oh my God, through this exploring, how good you actually are, how good you really are when it comes to some kind of a skill of yours. And this in itself, it's going to be an additional sign you're going to have, which is going to confirm to you that you are on the right path and you are doing the right thing indeed. A big question will be answered, a big moment of clarity when it comes to all this. Absolutely brilliant. And you know what you need to understand, my gorgeous Sagittarini, what am I talking about right now? It's slowly but surely going to become this big next major step you are going to be making. But this is something you wanted to do for a while. This is something you were thinking about for absolute ages, but only now, oh my God, you're gonna feel this absolutely mind-blowing vavavumish energy in order to do this. You're really gonna be pushed, you know, towards this, which is absolutely brilliant indeed. So you are at the, when it comes to this like idea, when it comes to this like an opportunity, at the same time, not only you're doing the right thing by taking this really seriously, but there is some kind of a step you're immediately going to make, some kind of a step you're immediately going to take. And this is why the next 3 months are going to be so important. The next 3 months you're going to be so busy. The next 3 months are going to be so significant. The next 3 months you're going to learn more about yourself and more about your skills, and more importantly, more about how good you are at something than you've ever learned about yourself in your entire life. And I'm not even being funny. I'm not even being funny. So what you're doing right now, by taking this idea seriously, by being reminded of this idea, by being reminded of this opportunity you already have to take this idea on the next level, at the same time you're making such a major choice when it comes to your life. You're making such a major choice when it comes to your life, and this is the beginning of a really beautiful venture. This is the beginning of a really, really special journey indeed. Oh my God, be grateful for this person, my gorgeous Sagittarini, whoever this person is. I bet you thought the way I started this reading that something really bad or negative is going to happen, something really bad or negative is going to take place. No, baby, no. This in itself is going to awake you so beautifully to do what you need to do. This in itself is going to start changing the whole quality of your life in such a beautiful way. Yes, I know things are going to be so busy for a while. I know you're going to be all over the place for a while. Within the next 3 months, you know, you're going to be so busy. But then after that, you know that your whole quality of life is going to change. You're going to be enjoying your life so much more. And you're going to have so much more out of life. And you will have so much more time to do what you want to do. It's absolutely beautiful the way this is going to reflect on your life, and the way this is going to reflect on your energy levels as well. And on another note, also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I know I've mentioned this before, but this is the time that I'm seeing this again. When it comes to you feeling ever so drawn towards trying some kind of a herb, you know what I said this before, what I said about it before, when you are gonna feel so drawn to try some kind of, you're gonna feel so drawn towards some kind of a herb or some kind of a plant, whichever plant or a herb you're gonna feel so drawn towards, my gorgeous Sagittarini. This is something that I really need you to go on Google and check what the properties of that herb or plant is or are, and you will see, I can tell you that you will realize, oh my God, that this is something that you're going to find so beneficial when it comes to your health, for example. So it could be like you're just reading a book and now suddenly you see a certain herb or a certain plant and you're like thinking about it for a minute or two. Or maybe you just kind of start talking about something random with somebody and that herb or plant is kind of mentioned. This is your sign, you know what I mean, to check the properties if you don't know. And I can assure you 110% that it will match something that you're going to find so beneficial. Or maybe for yourself, to improve your life, you know, or maybe you're just going to be outside somewhere and you will feel drawn towards some kind of a plant or towards some kind of a herb, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and this is going to be your sign, for example. But what I want you to tell you, what I want to tell you, like for example, if you're drawn like towards some kind of echinacea, let's say that you're drawn towards some kind of echinacea, and let's say that you're outside and you're walking somewhere in the forest and you see some gorgeous echinacea growing, well, that means, you know, if you don't know, that this in itself, it's really going to help you so much. It is going to help you to boost your immune system. So that means that you need something to kind of like boost your immune system, for example. So whichever herb, you know, you feel drawn to or drawn towards, this is going to be a sign to try to consume, you know, that herb if you possibly can. So if you're drawn towards like echinacea, echinacea, if you see it somewhere outside or in the book or on the television or in the internet, that means that you really need something which is going to help you to boost. That means that you need something to boost your immune system, for example. So this is why I need you to go with this, with this like a powerful flow. You're gonna find ever so beneficial. So my point is here that you're gonna be pointed towards a certain herb or a certain plant which has got like a medicinal properties, but every single plant has got some kind of a properties. Well, some of the plants are like kind of, we shouldn't be taking, but some of the plants have got like kind of amazing properties that we can find so beneficial. So this is what I need you to kind of understand. Whichever herb or plant you feel drawn to, just try to find out, like for example, what the properties are, and I can assure you 110% that you're going to find this so beneficial. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you're going to come across certain herb which has got properties to help you to fall asleep or to calm down a little bit, and then you're going to realize, oh my God, I needed something to fall asleep. But you are going to be drawn to it in such a beautiful way, where you will just know that there is something about it, and then you will realize, oh my God, I'm finding this quite beneficial for my situation, for example. So this is what I need you to pay attention to, because this particular herb, it's also going to be playing an important role when it comes to you healing yourself as well, when it comes to other things opposed to just that particular thing that you're going to find is beneficial for. There's going to be so much more to it, my gorgeous Sagittarius. Indeed. And also, when it comes to the midweek, for example, somebody very close to you, somebody who you really somebody who is in your life, for example, it's going to have such a nice, like somebody very close to you, somebody very honest, somebody very beautiful, somebody very genuine in your life. It's going to have a really nice reward. Something really beautiful is going to happen to this person, and this is going to mean to you so much. You yourself are going to feel so proud. So, I mean, I'm sorry, but this is somebody who is very close to you, somebody who is in your life, somebody who is like extremely like close to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel so proud of this particular person, like having some kind of achievement. So the bottom line is that somebody very close to you is going to have a really nice achievement in such a way where they're going to find out that they have given a birth to their dreams. This particular gorgeous person in your life, you're going to feel so proud of, because you will find out that they had a really great news. And the great news that that person had is this person gave a birth to their dreams. And this is going to mean to you so much, my gorgeous Sagittarini, but it's also like kind of going to play such an important role here. On one hand, you're going to feel so proud of this person, bless your heart. This is going to mean to you a lot. It's going to mean to even more than it means to this person. So of course, this is somebody who you feel very connected to. But on another hand, this is really going to impress you. This is really going to inspire you. This is going to bring the best out in you. When it comes to you coming out of your comfort zone right now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, this is when it comes to you coming out of your comfort zone, and when it comes to you a kind of realizing, that now at this stage of your life, you really need to kind of open your mind, and you need to realize that at this stage of your life, there is still so much you want to do. There is still so much you want to try. And you need to kind of establish what is preventing you to do it. What is preventing you to do so? What's slowing you down? What's blocking you? And you are going to be thinking about it quite a lot. And you are going to have such an enlightening moment within. There is some kind of intuitive and psychic message you are going to have. And based on this intuitive and psychic message, you will realize that, you've actually changed. That there is something you will want to try for the first time in your life. This is how you're going to feel. There is something, this is how you're going to feel, because the psychic and intuitive message is going to come in a form of you surprising yourself what exactly you want to explore, what exactly you want to try. And based on this, you will realize that you've changed. And this is actually going to make you feel really, really good about yourself. And you are indeed going to find yourself on this really interesting crossroads, because right now at this stage of your life, you're being redirected, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Right now at this stage of your life, you're being redirected. So by the time you get to the last part of this week, it's a lot going to be about this crossroads that you're suddenly going to find yourself on. And when it comes to this crossroads, you know, an answer which way to go needs to come from you. You must not speak to your friends, to your family members or whatever. This answer needs to come from you 1,000,000%, which path and which way you're going to take. Because sometimes, you know, we do talk to like really beautiful people. Sometimes we do talk to like a really nice people, and they're very strong when it comes to their energy. Strong women, strong men, whatever they are. People can be very strong in terms of their energy, and they can be the most gorgeous people ever. And what am I trying to say here to you? That we can be subconsciously influenced by really nice people in our lives. They can be the best people ever. They can understand us, they can understand our vision, but it doesn't mean necessarily that the advice that they give us is it's correct advice for us. This needs to come from us. This needs to come from you. Once you find yourself on this major crossroads, my gorgeous Sagittarini, this needs to 100% come from you. Because I can see you thinking about certain people, and you can chat about it to other people, but the actual answer needs to come from you. Which path are you going to take right now? Because you can be easily influenced by the certain people that are really nice, that are like amazing people, but because their energy is so strong, subconsciously, they overtake kind of, and they influence us, and then we do something that somebody else wants us to do, opposed to do something that we want to do. So this really 1,000,000%, with other words, you know, this needs to come from you. Once you find yourself on this crossroads, because if you do take a wrong path, you know, then you're just gonna kind of feel really frustrated, and you're gonna feel really sorry, and you're gonna feel angry with yourself. Why didn't you kind of, you know, listen to yourself, for example, and why didn't you choose the right path? You know, because whatever you choose is going to be the right path. And to make it even more confusing, even if you go for the wrong path, you're not going to be blocked from this. You're not going to slow, even if you do, you yourself, even if you do decide, even if you take the wrong path, if you decide to do this, if you choose this, even if you take the wrong turning, the wrong path, you know, it doesn't mean that you're going to be blocked or prevented to do this, my gorgeous Sagittarini. It just means that you're going to be slowed down a little bit, because you're going to need to go over certain things, you're going to need to experience certain things in order to be ready to, you know, and you're only going to be ready once you choose the right path, for example. So it's not the end of the world, but either way, the answer will need to come from you. When it comes to this, it needs to come from you 100% indeed. And also, when it comes to the last part of this week, you are going to have such a beautiful message. You are going to have such an amazing information, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Oh my God, you're going to feel so happy. It's to do with a certain progress. Oh my God, something that has been making you feel so frustrated lately, something that has been making you feel so negative lately, not having a progress with a certain aspect of your life, but this aspect of your life means to you so much, you know, and this has been like kind of like obstructing you and restricting you. You know, and now when it comes to you having this this has been like kind of obstructing you and restricting you a little bit, like slowly in the background. And when it comes to this, you know, progress, you know, when it comes to this progress, now it's more about you finally being able to detach yourself from what you want to detach yourself from, This is what's important. Do you understand me? When it comes to this progress, and when it comes to, you know, what exactly you're going to hear about, what's going to mean to you so much is you being able to detach yourself from, you know, whatever you can detach yourself from, and whatever that is that you will be able to detach yourself from has been playing a major role in your life when it comes to you feeling and being so obstructed and restricted for a while. So now that in itself, it's all so beautifully going to kick in, you know, where you're gonna get and gain a different perspective on things in your life. Such a beautiful moment, such a beautiful experience. You're gonna feel instantly ready for something new. Instantly, my gorgeous Sagittarini, which is ever so brilliant, because at this moment in time, you are gonna make such an important decision, and the decision that you're gonna make, it's like, when it comes to you suddenly feeling ready for something new, the decision that you're gonna make, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's pretty much so a lot to do with you, like basically, you know, it's just gonna come to you. There is something that you will want to like kind of do when it comes to the next step. There is some kind of a, like, immediately, because when it comes to you getting a different perspective, when it comes to your life, when it comes to you ready for something new, feeling ready for something new, there is something really specific going to be on your mind. When it comes to you feeling ready for something new, there is something really specific going to be on your mind. This is important to mention. Ready for something new, and there is something really specific going to be on your mind, and whatever that is, it's involving a really big risk you are at the same time going to take. And now this is why you are gonna make this, you're gonna find yourself making such an important decision. At that moment in time, you're gonna come out of your comfort zone. You're not even going to realize, but within the next couple of days, you're gonna have such a beautiful spiritual experience. And when it comes to this beautiful spiritual experience, something really unexpected is going to happen, and you are gonna have this moment where, you know, you are going to have such a big answer in like your own unique way. You're going to have a major omen, you're going to have a major sign, a big question is going to be answered, and you will know most certainly that you are on the right path, that you are doing the right thing. Here you are making an amazing decision, you know, when it comes to your life and when it comes to your future. And after this point, after this moment in time, everything, and I mean everything, is about to change. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, okay? So now I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. See this? I think it's a great time to kind of pay attention to what's yours. I think somebody's trying to be like a little bit dishonest at this stage of your life. Somebody is being like a little bit dishonest, and somebody is kind of trying to maybe a little bit trick you into something. And you know that person is going to show their face when it comes to this week. Someone is going to try to trick you into something, and I think it's going to be absolutely obvious, and it's who this is and what are they trying to trick you in. It's a lot to do with themselves, it's a lot to do with their energy, and it's not that particular first person that I started this reading with. It is not that person that I started the reading with, okay? This is a different person, and somebody's going to try to trick you into something only because they are going to have some kind of a hidden agenda. Like, it looks like to me that somebody's going to try to take something that's yours, somebody's going to try to take something that belongs to you, but they're going to be so naughty about it. They're going to be so cheeky about it. They're going to be so horrible about it, like a little bit sly. Do you know what I mean? So you're really going to have some kind of a strange vibes coming from that particular person, and you will kind of know who this is. So you need to be very, very smart this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Indeed, when it comes to this particular person, when I say that you're going to need to be smart, just like kind of like when you realize who this is, it may not be obvious to start with what this person is trying to do, is going to try to do. Maybe just avoid this person, reject what this person is offering. Maybe they will offer something, they will be pushy about something. Just reject it. Just take a little extra time, and somehow it's going to come to you, and you're going to realize that this particular person hasn't been genuine whatsoever.